I think now it. All right, guys. My apologies. Had to restart the live, man. I forgot to turn on the chat before the stream. I know some of you guys did tune in. I'm not sure if you guys added anything, but now I can see little scroll up the scroll chat thing. But yeah, man. My apologies. Like I said, happy Saturday night, man. Happy Saturday night. I know it's kind of late, but here we are, man. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Pretty much, man. September, it's kind of like a pregame, you know. Everyone is starting to get into the vibe, right? You know, Halloween season. It's everywhere now. It's everywhere now. The stores are starting to open up. Like I said, here LA area, man, a lot of cool events around the city. And like I said, dude, I would definitely love to attend. A lot of because like I said, this year for sure, man, it's more it's more out there, you know. Like people are really celebrating horror, you know, not just Halloween, you know, like the holiday, because I feel people, regardless, for some reason always love, you know, the Halloween holiday. But when it comes to the fans, the genre horror fans, we're getting a lot more cool stuff, man, like exhibits, all this cool stuff, man. So I would love to you know, be outside and be, you know, attend a lot of this cool stuff, man. But like I said, man, time has been quite consuming. So I really hope, because you know, you guys know me, man. If you guys been around for a while, it's kind of like a routine, especially October season, Halloween season. I like to, you know, do a little bit more than, you know, as far as content, as far as the channel. I like to do a little bit more than throughout the whole year. So hopefully, man, you know, things roll out smooth, and I get some cool content for you guys. I actually do have got some unboxings, man. I was actually gonna open them, but special unboxing right here for the Scream fans. I know a lot of people do like the Scream videos, the Scream unboxings. Yeah, another Scream mask, but this is actually not the typical. This is not a typical Scream mask. But yeah, man. Yo, Jigsaw Rules, what's up, man? Johnny, what's up, man? What's up? Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday evening, Saturday night. I know it's a little late than usual, but it's great to see you guys on here, man. He Loves Horror. Shout out to He Loves Horror, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, man. I know I've been lacking live streams, you know, the videos. Actually, my last video, Poltergeist Doll, go check that out. Like I said, man, Spirit Halloween has been doing their thing, dude. Like I said, each year that comes by, it always Spirit Halloween always surprises me, you know. Even though, you know, most of the years they, you know, come back with the same stuff, but there's always a nice handful of new stuff they come out with, like the Poltergeist Doll. That was unexpected, you know. So they're definitely, as far as quality, and as far as, you know, not just the simple stuff we see all the time, they're actually, you know, doing some stuff we've never seen. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people really want a Poltergeist Doll, you know, a mass produced one, an affordable one, because yeah, we got, you know, we got some, you know, high end pieces out there. But of course, man, when it comes to budget friendly, when it comes to you know, mass produce on a budget kind of thing, they're definitely coming through, man. So Spirit Halloween, let me know if you guys been to Spirit Halloween this year. Have they opened in your area? You guys plan on getting anything? Jigsaw Rules, yeah. Before I restarted the live stream, man, yeah, I did mention Halloween Horror Nights. Like I said, man, this year I definitely, the curiosity is there. I definitely want to make my way to Horror Nights. But like I said, dude, it'll be a bummer if I don't, you know, because like I said, been kind of carrying a little bit more extra shifts, man. Had to do some catching up. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised like if I don't make it due to time and stuff like that. But I would definitely love to go, man. Like I said, the Jason Universe house, uh, the maze, which is not really, it's pretty much like a compilation of all the Jasons, all the Friday films, from the few footage I've seen. They have like a part 3 Jason in there, the part 7. So it's pretty cool, and that's what I kind of expected. I really did not expect for the Jason Universe maze to be specifically, the new Jason Universe thing they're doing, Sweet Revenge to be exact, but it's dope, dude. Like I said, it's Jason. He's back in the mix. That's like my more anticipated maze, man. That's the maze that really makes me want to go, But like I said, Terrifier also has been the fan favorite, man. Really popular. And like I said, from the footage that's out there, looks pretty damn good. Looks pretty damn good. Like I said, Terrifier, man, has definitely blown up. And yeah, Universal definitely, has been taking advantage of that. Because I know for the past few years, it was kind of like speculated that Terrifier was gonna, come to Horror Nights, but 2025, man, it came to life. But yeah, I definitely would love to go. Jigsaw Rules. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, I do end up going. At least, and I know a lot of people like to go, closer to like the October season, closer to Halloween, so it could, feel more of that Halloween vibe. But then you also got a nice handful of people who, and yeah, from what I've seen, it's been sold out, once, because it's been open since like early September. So yeah, man, people are already making their way in. So, but yeah, I've heard there's been a lot of traffic, man, this year for sure. I'm pretty sure every year, there's always traffic, man. But like I said, when it comes to certain mazes, certain, franchises, like I said, Terrifier has been really, really popping, right? So I think that's what really is driving people to, to Horror Nights and stuff like that, gaining traffic. So they're doing their thing, man, for sure. Oh hell yeah, Jigsaw Rules Fright Fest. That's the Six Flags, right? That's the Six Flags Halloween. Yeah, man, I definitely would love to go to that one as well. I know they for a few years they do have Saw. They have Saw. I really don't. I think they had like last year or something. Past few years they had like a Conjuring thing going on. Fright Fest, man. Yeah, I definitely would love to go. And you know what? I could be wrong. This could be. I probably read some, bogus article or something like that. But I did hear, man, Six Flags is closing down. I don't know if it was a fake article, it was some fake news or rumor. But I heard Six Flags is closing down, man, in like the next few years or something like that. But I could be wrong. You guys know the internet runs with a lot of shit. He Loves Horror. Yeah, dude. Yeah, He Loves Horror for sure, man. A lot of stuff everywhere. I know there's also like Warner Bros. Their studios out here. They have like their certain kind of, museum things going on. There's a lot more stuff popping up, man, which is, like I said, it's great because it really shows that, the genre is really growing, growing bigger than it's ever been, Like I said, past few years, we have a nice handful of stuff here and there, but now it's like it's more like normal. Like I said, people are just, they don't specifically have to be horror fans, but they're definitely, everyone loves the Halloween vibe, the Halloween time of the year. So a lot of people's favorite time of the year. So it's great, dude. Like I said, if I really had, the time and stuff like that, I would love to hit a lot of these places, dude, because yeah, the experience is there for sure. From what people post, a lot of like content creators, right? They like to like document, these certain places. Looks pretty cool, But hopefully, man, like I said, as long as I go to horror nights, I'll be satisfied, dude. But for sure, hell yeah, man. I'm seeing the Devils. That's dope, Jigsaw rules. Yeah, dude. And that thing too. That's another thing. A lot of, and for the past few years, they're always bringing back horror classics. A lot of older movies back to the big screen. But this year, dude, is there's a lot more. Like my local theater, Regal. That's my local theater, Regal Cinema, or Regal Theater. Dude, they've been playing. Yesterday, they were playing Psycho. They're gonna tomorrow, and I might go tomorrow, man. Hopefully nothing comes up tomorrow, man. I really want to go tomorrow. They're gonna be playing A Clockwork Orange, one of my favorite films. Yeah, I really want to make my way to watch A Clockwork Orange on the big screen. So that's my plan, dude. Yeah, tomorrow. Hopefully nothing comes up. I would love to go see that on the big screen. They're gonna have a few more. They're gonna have a lot more films. Like a few weeks ago, they played The Thing. And I also a few weeks ago, it probably could have been a month already. I did see the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. So yeah, dude, that's dope. And like I said, they always do that, especially like Devil's Rejects. Last year, House of a Thousand Corpses, or 2 years ago, for the anniversary, it came back to theaters, and Devil's Rejects, man, came out in 2005, the anniversary, right? And yeah, those movies, man, those Rob Zombie movies, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil Rejects, really have a strong fan base, dude, for sure. Like at the time, they weren't really, you could say, as strong. They probably, yeah, were successful, but like there's a strong fan base behind it, and it really shows, man. And I think that's why we've been getting a lot more, especially from that Rob Zombie story, man. I mean, they're still like producing figures, like it really stands, you could say, the test of time, and it's dope to see that, man. It's dope to see that. Like I said, I love when classic movies, older movies, come back to theaters. But yeah, and I know there's gonna be a few more. There's gonna be a few more films playing, and on the big screen. So definitely like check out your local theater, man, or something. For like showtime, some screenings. But yeah, man. Hopefully tomorrow I get to go see A Clockwork Orange. He loves horror. Hey, man, I could only imagine, back in 2005, seeing that. It was kind of, you could say it was kind of, because, the 2000s was like people started, Devil's Rejects, good example, more of a gory, more of a brutal kind of style. And, that's the Rob Zombie style. But, of course, in the 2000s, we had, like, Saw, we had, like, Hostel, all these movies. They really, it was kind of like the gore kind of era or whatever, So I can only imagine, dude. And like I said, even today, till this day, people really love those movies, And yeah, they're good films. They're not my favorites, House of a Thousand Corpses, pretty damn good film. They're not like up there for me, but they're still solid movies for sure, But yeah, that's dope. That's dope for sure. Curtis Smith, what's up, man? I've been pretty good, man. Trying to stay busy. Definitely gonna try to be a little bit more active on here, man. Especially now that it's we're getting closer, man, to Halloween season. Like I said, I have a few unboxings, a few projects. Should I open one of them? Maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna save one. I'm gonna save this one for a special unboxing. But yeah, man, and like I said earlier, I am also waiting on some blank hockey masks, man. I'm definitely gonna get back into the hockey masks, I don't know. I just figured, let me stay busy, or not stay busy, but let me kind of, even though I've been quite busy here and there, but like at least on my time off or something, I have something to do. You know what I mean? Curtis Smith, appreciate you tuning in, man. Much love. Yeah, he loves horror, man, for sure. It's always grateful, man, to see you guys supporting the streams, man, supporting the content, the channel. Pornstar JR, what's up, man? Pornstar, what up, man? Good to see you on here as well. Hope you're having a chill Saturday, man. Like I said, I know we're all, really excited. We're all really looking forward to, man, what this Halloween season has in store for us, dude. And like I said, it's kind of been a routine on the channel, especially Halloween season. I like to do a little bit more than the usual, so definitely, hopefully, plans definitely go through, man, and get you guys on some more content and stuff like that. Not just unboxings, not just like new stuff I get, but like back to the movie reviews, the franchise reviews, for sure. I got the Loki mask for my birthday. That's dope, man. Pretty sick, Loki from Avengers, right? Yeah. Pornstar, that's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up. Appreciate you, putting, the stream on the TV. That's what's up. I'd be watching YouTube like that sometimes too, Yeah, man. Like I said, yeah, for sure, Pornstar. It's always great to see. He loves horror, Jigsaw Rules. Always appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, I know it is a little more late than usual, but it's all good. It's all good for sure. Something chill, nothing too crazy. I know the past few live streams, I literally went for like 3 hours or something. You guys remember that? Past few live streams, man. Like 2-3 hours. It's just, a spare of the moment kind of thing, Just time goes by fast, dude. You don't even realize it, especially on the lives when you're like interacting and stuff like that. But that's what's up, Jigsaw Rules. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff this year. A lot of cool stuff. Spirit, is carrying. Like I said, the main stuff I wanted was that Poltergeist doll. And, there's a lot of more cool stuff, but I'm not really like in a rush to get them. Like I know there's like a Child's Play 2 Chucky kind of statue, like a light up statue, which looks really, really good, but I think I could wait on that. The Jason Universe mask, definitely want to get that. I know it's still quite a shitty mask, but I still haven't seen them showed up. I still haven't seen them show up in stores. I did see though, which it has been a fan favorite as well. The retro masks, the purple retro from the Friday the 13th game. Also, what's the black one? The Savini. I think it was called the Savini mask. Yeah, man. Like I said, dude. Since this year, 2025. What is it? The 45th anniversary of Friday. The rights have been secure. I know for the past few years, Friday, we really didn't get nothing, until this year, man. Everything's been secure. We've been getting a lot more shit. And yeah, stuff like this is what I was expecting. A lot more cool merchandise. The Friday the 13th game also has, and I know it's not really as, you could say relevant now than it was like few years back, but people are still, the retro masks are really popular, so that's pretty dope to see. Like I said, man, it's just growing even more, which is what I love to see for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I agree. He loves horror. Our little corner man, our little, our little spot or whatever. It's dope, dude. It's always dope. Like I said, I always have a good time for sure. You know, especially now that we're getting close to the Halloween season, dude. It really, it's just kind of like a comfort thing. You know, it's like more of like a, we all get to vibe out, man. You know, especially when I do like the longer streams. Anything that comes up, man, we touch on. You know, uh, and I know we also been getting a lot more, you know, updates, man. A lot more like horror movies, you know, horror movie news and stuff like that, which is great. I'll probably, you know, we'll probably touch on that on the next one once we get more time. You know, for example, the one that, you know, sticks out, you know, is I guess the Scream 7 trailer, and it's gonna be a rumor too. Supposedly, it's gonna premiere this month, September, but we're still not sure. Uh, but yes, Scream 7 has been it's been locked and loaded, dude. I think they've been wrapped filming, and that's the last I heard is that we're supposedly gonna get a trailer this month, man. So definitely gonna be doing a reaction to that. Uh, it really does, yeah, dude. Jigsaw rules. It really does feel crazy, dude. 2000s really doesn't feel like a long time ago. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you take a look at a lot of those movies, man, from that time, like I think it was last week, dude. I watched Dead Silence, which was like 2 years after, you know, Devil's Rejects, and that's crazy, dude. 2007. I remember like it was yesterday, you know, and it's crazy. 20 years now, you know. Stuff like that always trips me out, man, because yeah, sometimes you know it's hard to believe it, you know. That's what's up. He loves horror. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to your nephew-in-law, man. For sure. Definitely. You know, pretty sure you guys had a good one, had a good time. Uh, for sure. I do. He loves horror. I kind of would, you know, suffer a little bit with that question. Which one was my favorite? Which one I preferred? House of a Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects? Devil's Rejects was always my favorite. It's more of a well-made movie, like you said, more of a well-directed movie. But I really like House of a Thousand Corpses more due to like we get more of like the characters, you know, more of like Spalding, you know, Dr. Satan and all this cool stuff. But Devil's Rejects is like a whole other thing, you know. Uh, but they're both really good, dude. Like I said, I think I like them like equally. That's why I would always kind of struggle with that. Uh, but Devil's Rejects, I've always, you know, liked it a little bit more, you know, as far as movie wise, you know. I don't know. It's just like you said. It's more like directed. It's more like executed a little better. Uh, but the thing about House of a Thousand Corpses, it's more of like a fun movie. You know what I mean? And Devil's Rejects is more of like a, you know, more of like a hardcore kind of movie. You know, it's been a minute, dude, since I seen Devil's Rejects. I might have to rewatch it one of these days. Chilling like a villain. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what I've been doing all day as well. The day off. So, you know, been chilling, dude. And I was gonna go live earlier too, but then the day just went on, and right now it just hit me. Screw it, let's go live. You know, even though it is a little bit late. Universal Monsters, yeah, dude. You know what? I've been also like throughout the week, like when I get like be getting late, you know, home from work and stuff like that. They've been playing a lot of like the older movies, man. On what is it? I think I have like the Roku kind of channel thing. They have like a Universal Monster kind of channel. Yeah, man. I think I watched some of like the. It wasn't the original Frankenstein. It was like the House of Frankenstein. I know there's like a lot of variations, of the Frankenstein movie, the black and white Frankenstein movies after the original. There was another one I watched, dude, that I really did enjoy. The Tarantula, you know, uh, pretty cool. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of those older movies. What was another one that I saw? Uh, 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 there's a lot, but it's always great to go back in time, man. Check out some of those older movies, man. That if you really think about it, really paved the way for the genre as a whole. Frankenstein's son. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Dracula. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dracula was playing as well. The original, and I know there's like a few remakes after that. Like I think I also was watching. I don't know if it was the first remake of Dracula after the very original one. It was like from the 70s. Like I said, man, there's a lot of remakes of reimaginings of those older films. Like each decade, the 70s had like a Dracula, then the 80s had one, I think. Uh, but for sure, man, those are always great to revisit, check out. Oh yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I did watch that as well. I think it was like on, could have been Thursday. It was at night in the during the week. Jigsaw rules. That's a good question, man. You know what? If I do dress up, I was thinking. I have two options, dude. I was thinking of going as Rob Zombies, Michael Myers. Uh, you know, I had just got the cosplay together. Definitely would love to do the Rob Zombie, Michael Myers, or I was also thinking Jason from Jason Goes to Hell. But it might change. Who knows? But those are like the main ones I kind of thought about. Even though I really, when it comes to like dressing up and stuff like that, yeah, on Halloween, yeah, I do dress up, for the night or whatever. Uh, Probably shoot like a costume test on. That's what I've done before. For example, it was like 2 years ago. On Halloween, I shot my 78 costume test uh, right on Halloween. So I might do something like that. Again, uh, costume tests. Yeah, those are another one. Uh, Another projects I do plan on doing, man. For sure, more costume tests throughout October, most definitely. Terrifier. Uh, I literally forgot I owned the costume, dude. So I might do Terrifier. Terrifier might be one of the next costume tests I do. Simply because I don't know. It just from the outside looking in, it seems like a fun one to do. Especially Art the Clown, man. He's like this crazy clown. Seems like a fun one. But what I need to get like some of his like weapons. Like the hacksaw. I know Spirit Halloween is carrying a lot of that stuff, man. Uh, but for sure, yeah, Terrifier is gonna be one of the next few costume tests I work on. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, Frankenstein versus or Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Yeah, dude. I own that. I think I own that on DVD. Yeah, it's cheesy. It's kind of like slow paced. There's moments where like, you know, it's kind of silly or whatever. But it's great, dude. Because sometimes crossovers were like a popular thing at one point. And if you really think about it, dude, like Frankenstein meets the Wolfman was like one of the first ones, one of those early films, the original Kong versus Godzilla and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely always have a good time with that one as well. Uh, oh shit, that's what's up. He loves horror. That'll be dope. Yeah, yeah, kind of like a, like the pair, Stu Macher, Billy Loomis, That'll be sick, dude. Yeah, yeah. Iconic. It doesn't get more iconic than that, dude. You know, shit, the ones that started it all. You know what I mean? So that'll be badass, you know. And it's simple. It's like a simple kind of, you know, cosplays. You know, Stumacher, Billy, iconic. You know, the white shirt with the blood stains. Simple but really effective, dude. Really iconic. That'll be sick, you know. Uh, yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. The Curtis Smith, one of the early crossovers for sure. Uh, yeah, I believe they also played Frankenstein meets the Wolfman on TV, but I think I missed it, you know. But yeah, if you guys have like Roku, it's like the Roku channels or whatever, like on the live TV thing, you scroll through the channels. There's like a Universal Monster channel, man, where they play nothing but like Universal, you know, films, I guess, older movies. They were playing Halloween 2. Halloween 2, of course, is owned by Universal, so they be playing Halloween 2 and stuff like that. Oh shit, the original poster, man, of House of a Thousand Corpses. That's dope, man. That's definitely dope. Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses, dude. Really, like I said, it really resonates with fans nowadays. Uh, you know, because at that time, you know, it really wasn't that it was Rob Zombie's debut, you know, his director debut, but it was more of the fact that we really didn't see movies like that at that time. You know, this twisted, you know, hillbilly kind of movies. Like I said, man, Rob Zombie has his own style to it, and I think that's what really carries on till this day. People really gravitate towards that, you know, uh, because yeah, they could have easily been, you know, just another cheesy 2000s movie horror movie, you know. But I think you know, Rob Zombie really has plays, you know, a big part. You know, his style really resonates with people, man, for sure. The best Ghostface for sure, man. Hell yeah, the OGs, man, the ones that started it off for sure. Oh yeah, yeah, he does horror. Yeah, you did mention that to me about the vinyls. That's dope, man. You started collecting the vinyls. I know you were collecting like the CDs, right? But the vinyls, dude, are always fun. I have a few. Uh, but the thing about vinyls, dude, I rather go after vinyls that are like my favorite, you know, soundtracks. And you know the vinyls could also go up there in price, but yeah, man, physical media is always great, dude. Either it's movies, vinyls, and stuff like that. It's always dope. Like I said, I have a nice handful of vinyls. I have Hellraiser soundtrack, got it on the wall. And that's the thing about vinyls too, dude. When I started collecting vinyls, uh, I really don't play them as much. I like to use them as like poster pieces. So I have like the Hellraiser on the wall, the Exorcist vinyl on the wall, the Nightmare on Elm Street 4 vinyl on the wall. Great soundtrack, dude. And there's a lot more, dude, I would love to own, but they could be kind of pricey. I also have the Halloween 1978 on vinyl. It's more like it's a modern like reissue. It's not like the original ones. Uh, like the original cover. Love to own, man, but they could go up there in price. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, man. AMC Fear Fest. Yeah, man. That's another one that really. I really don't have cable no more, so I don't. I mean, I think AMC still will show up on the Roku thing. But yeah, dude, AMC Fear Fest is always great, dude. Each year, that's what I think. That's how I got introduced to horror, dude. You know, as a kid watching AMC. I know to a lot of people, that's how it's been. You know, like AMC, the Fear Fest, really the introduction to a lot of us. Horrors galore. What's up, man? What up? What up? Appreciate you tuning in. Horrors galore. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Tuning in. You know, hanging out with me for a little bit. What I've been collecting lately, man. Uh, like I said, I have a Scream. It's another Scream mask unboxing, but this is, like I said, not your typical. This is like a collector's edition. I'll leave it at that. Like I said, I was gonna unbox it, dude, but I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow, see, to do like its own video. You know what I mean? But I also got this right here, which I'm thinking of opening. You know what? Let's open it. Let's open it. Why not? You know, a little project. Like I said, I am gonna be, you know, dabbling back into the hockey masks. But this is another project that, you know, I saw the chance. You know, I really don't see like the chances come as often. You know, because it's not really like as common. Like a lot of these are not as common. So, you know, me constantly, you know, on eBay, certain stuff we have in the back of our mind, we try to, you know, dig through eBay and stuff. Like I said, some stuff doesn't come around too often. This is something that, like I said, I've been trying to put together for a while now, and I was able to come across, you know, was able to come across it. This is like a 3 mask collection. I only need one more to finish the collection. Yeah, I'll just open this one up. Open this one up real quick. Give you guys a sneak peek. And I love this film, dude. This is one of my favorite modern movies. I don't know, can you guys tell? Can you guys tell me what this is? Can you guys guess by now? Yeah, a tiger mask. You guys are like, what? A tiger mask, really? Yeah, dude. This damn tiger mask. So I do own the fox mask. Like I said, dude, I've been trying to put together the 3 mask collection, man, from Your Next. And like I said, dude, I really don't see them as often, you know. And when they do, they could be kind of pricey. I know there's a few on eBay that are actually that actually came out like at the time the movie came out, like the promotional ones, the mass-produced ones. They go for like $40 or something, $50. But I'd rather, you know, make them how they did it for the movie. Same thing here. I'll bring it out real quick. So this one, man, I've been having for years because this was my favorite, always my favorite one from the Your Next trio. So yeah, instead of buying, you know, the mass produce Your Next masks, I rather do them how they actually did it for the movie. These cheap animal masks. This one was like brown. You paint them all white. Same thing with this, dude. The tiger mask. This is the one. I think this is Ruby's. This was always a lot of people's favorite as well. The tiger mask. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be painting it white, how it was in the movie, weather it up a bit. And the thing about this, dude, this is a 4-pack. Comes with 4 of these. I was trying to just get one, dude, but this was like a 4-pack. So I got 4 of these in here. So my plan was, dude, I'm gonna customize them, dude. I'll probably sell them. I might do like a full white one, and I might do maybe one with like the blood splatter or something cool like that. So for sure, dude, I got 4 of these right here for like, I think it was only like $30, dude. $30 for 4. Hey, man, like I said, gonna definitely try to focus on this project, you know, and make it work, dude. I'll probably sell them or something, man. If you guys are interested, I'll try to get that done, dude. So this is just like an example, you know, the fox mask I painted back, I think it was like 2017 or something crazy like that, dude. But yeah, and I still need the sheep one, the lamp one, which back then, dude, back then this one was the more rare one. Back then this one was always like the more harder to get. Uh, and the easiest one to get was the sheep one, the lamp one. But now the sheep is like the more. I really can't find it. I really can't find it. I know that lamp mask, man. I think it's like used by like a WWE wrestler or something like that. Uh, it could be that. I don't know, but hell yeah, man. Once I come across, man, that lamp mask, sheep mask, for a solid price, dude. I can't wait, you know, just to complete the three set. Like I said, you're next, dude. I love that movie. I really do. 2013, right? One of my favorite modern movies, dude. I know it's it's kind of like a, you know, it's not like a crazy movie. It's not like, you know, another you could say home invasion movie kind of thing. But I don't know, do something about like the animal masks. I've always loved it, dude. You know, so I really can't wait. I really can't wait to get into this, man. Like I said, once I get some time, dude, I'm gonna get to work on these. So for sure, definitely be on the lookout for that. He loves horror. I get you, dude. Yeah, dude. Sometimes, like, dude, I just got the Poltergeist doll too, not too long ago. I got these. Wasn't too bad. $30 for four. And then I got this, dude. This Scream mask. Paid quite a bit, you know. But like I said, it's not, you know, your typical Scream mask. So I'll definitely and yeah, these are, from what I've seen, I already like seen a few videos. These really don't come around as often. So I don't know, dude. It's just I don't know if it's just me. I know, like, he loves horror. I know you could relate, dude. When you're scrolling down eBay, dude, it's just really tempting, dude. And then sometimes you see the chance, because you know, once you see something, you know, like, especially if you're like familiar with like how often stuff comes around and stuff like that, you always try to go for it, you know, because it could be the last time you ever see something like this, you know, something you always wanted, so you always try to jump on it ASAP. So for sure, dude, yeah, I definitely gotta chill for a minute too, on the, you know, but it's dope, dude. Like I said, I really don't regret it, you know, like, at all. Awesome, Jigsaw rules. Yeah, dude. Yeah, horror shirts is another great thing to collect as well. Tear threads. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Tear threads, really popular. There's a lot of good ones, dude. And yeah, I really do like, especially if you're into like t-shirt collecting. I recommend going after, you know, like the certified brands like that. Tear threads, Fright Rags, all that good stuff, because those are like the quality ones. I know you could go on eBay, dude. Like, I own a lot of shirts like that. You know, I guess they're like printed. You know, they're not like licensed. They're just, you know, and yeah, they're cheap. You know, and you're just trying to get, like, you know, a shirt of your favorite character, your favorite movie. That'll do the trick, dude. But as far as quality wise, yeah, Tear threads, Fright Rags is the way to go, dude. You know, so for sure. Oh, that's dope. Oh yeah, man. That'll be dope, actually. Night of the Living Dead shirt. Yeah, man. Especially, like, you know, it's a really, really well shot movie. You know, the poster's great, iconic. It's just really like, it really stands out. You know, bright colors. Hell yeah, man. They build a new Horror Nights in Las Vegas. Really? How? Yeah, like I said earlier, man. A lot of little stuff like not like kind of like Horror Nights kind of inspired events are like they're spreading, dude. They're definitely spreading because yeah, dude. Like I said, uh, uh, uh people are there. People are lining up. People are they're causing foot traffic on a lot of these events and stuff like that. And like I said, this year I've seen it the most. Soon as September came about, a lot of spots started opening up. And like I said, man, it's just a good sign. It's a good, that means the genre as a whole is going up. It's been successful. I know the even like some of the newer movies, which I have not seen a lot of the modern movies, but there's been like a lot of highly appraised movies this year. You know, for example, the last one, Weapons, really highly praised movie. I was gonna go watch it, dude, but like I said, I never had the chance. But Weapons, dude, Weapons is like a really highly appraised movie. Uh, but even though movies like Sinners was another one that was really highly appraised. People are considering it like the best movie of this year. Even though movies like that are like really highly appraised and they're really up there, it's still each I think everyone's different. To everyone is gonna hit different. So uh, even though it's a really popular movie, doesn't really mean it might be as great. Like I said, each viewing to each person is different, but the point is the genre, dude, has been going up. It's been going up, and it's great to see, dude. Like I said, compared to last year, even compared to last year, dude, we really didn't have a lot of like events and stuff like that. Like you guys said, there's like a Halloween Horror Night, I guess in Las Vegas. Or something. Like I said, little like inspired Halloween Horror Nights inspired events, man, throughout the city, dude. And like I said, it's a good sign. It's a good sign because people are really digging it. People are really digging the whole, horror stuff, man. Like I said, it doesn't. I feel like it's not necessarily like obviously the horror fans are gonna be lining up, but I think like people who just love the holiday are gonna make their way in there. So it's smart. It's smart that people are opening like these exhibits throughout everywhere. Pretty dope, dude. Like I said, I definitely would love to make my way to a lot of cool stuff like that this year, dude, for sure. Shaun of the Dead. Oh yeah, Curtis Smith. I love Shaun of the Dead. Great film. Georgia, the zombie movies. I definitely got to do a video of that, talking about like my favorite zombie movies, the George A. Romero classics. But Shaun of the Dead is another good one. It has its horror comedy elements, but it's still really. I've always enjoyed that movie. It's an amusing horror comedy, yeah, man, for sure. It's just always been iconic. That's one of the early zombie movies that I do remember. Shaun of the Dead. Land of the Dead. Oh yeah, that was like one of the last ones, right? I think that was like 2005, if I'm not mistaken, from the George A. Romero films. Yeah, man, I gotta rewatch a lot of those, dude. My favorite is probably Dawn of the Dead, 1978. But then I also love Day of the Dead. It's just, dude, the practical effects, man, just hit different, dude. You know what I mean? For sure. Is it screen accurate? Terrifier screen accurate? I'm not sure, man. Do you mean like by the cosplay, the Terrifier cosplay I mentioned? Not really accurate. I pretty much go with like the mass produced. Like I have like the costume Party City came out with, and I'm gonna throw on the Trick or Treat Studios mask that I have. The Terrifier cosplay I'm gonna do is gonna be the bloody version because yeah, the costume is bloody and the mask is bloody. So you know, Tales from the Crypt. I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit, man. Uh, but not as much. And it's been a while, you know. Awesome, man. Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Like you said, man. Sometimes you gotta wait till Christmas is a good time for sure because yeah, like I said earlier, it's like we could be going through like eBay, dude, and like picking out all this stuff, but sometimes we get to a point, man, we gotta chill out, you know. But yeah, Christmas is always a great time to like go after a lot of that cool stuff. Oh yeah, Curtis Smith. Yeah, Trick or Treat is another one that's coming to theaters. Trick or Treat, dude, is another one that really, at the time, it really wasn't like I don't know if it was ahead of its time, dude, but at the time, like I don't really remember hearing too much about Trick or Treat, but now it's really like for example House of a Thousand Corpses, like Devil's Reject. It's really gained a fan base, dude, and people love it more than back then, and people still want to see a sequel to Trick or Treat. Could they pull it off today after all these years? Because Trick or Treat was like 2007, right? What do you guys think? You guys think a Trick or Treat sequel would work in today's time, today's age? Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, there's a nice handful. There's more movies coming back to theaters, more classic movies coming back to theaters. Like I said, tomorrow, hopefully, man, nothing comes up. Hopefully, nothing comes upon my day tomorrow, man, because I want to go watch A Clockwork Orange at the movie theater. That's a crazy move, man. Imagine seeing it on the big screen. I just think it hits different, dude. Like every time I watch older movie and the big screen, it just hits different, dude. Because yeah, it's a big screen. It's a different experience than watching it here on your TV. You know what I mean? A tiger mask, yeah, yeah. I know. Kind of caught some of you guys off guard. Just a simple tiger mask, man. But yeah, it's based on your next movie. Your next movie, uh, yeah, it's pretty much gonna have to repaint it white like they were in the movie. Uh, that just goes to show you, man. Like something simple, a cheap animal mask like that, they were able to like, paint them white, and it really was effective. Like I said, one of the main things I love about your next man was just the concept of like the animal masks. I know too. Also, some people it was kind of like silly too. Uh, and I know as a movie, your next, there's been a lot. You could say better home invasion movies like The Strangers. You could, I, it's more of a well-made movie, but I like something about the animals, dude. In your next, they were just like more ruthless. They were more, like in The Strangers. Like I feel like the killers, right? The killers, they were like too patient. They were like too uh, uh, uh you know they were like interacting with the characters, right? uh and then in your next, dude, like they weren't taking crap from no one. They were just setting their traps, killing back and forth. But also in your next, it was kind of like an inside job thing. Part of that family. It was it was all connected. If you guys have not seen your next, dude, I definitely recommend it. uh from 2013 or 2012, around that time. Curtis Smith. No, I have not seen the latest Beetlejuice, man. I have not seen it. uh I only saw like little bits and pieces of it when it would like be playing on TV or whatever. But I haven't seen it as its entirety. Yeah, yeah. The original one's really good. The original Beetlejuice. That's a perfect example, like I mentioned about Trick or Treat, dude. Do you guys think a sequel would work after all this time? But Beetlejuice, after all these years, they came out with Beetlejuice Part Two. Uh, 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 and Beetlejuice is a classic, high status movie. Uh, and from what I've seen people, speak on Beetlejuice 2, it wasn't as great as the original, but I think people still appreciated the fact, man, that they brought that iconic character back, and I guess that's all that mattered, that's all that mattered to sometimes time doesn't really matter, if you got something great in your hands. I think it'll it's better late than never, I guess, but yeah, I have not seen the Beetlejuice part 2. uh Yo, Trippy, what's up, man? What up? It's been a while. Yeah, man, it's been a while, Trippy. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. uh just here, man, just chopping it up on a late night Saturday. Just to spare the moment, dude. I'm glad, Chippy. We're finally, the Halloween season's right around the corner, dude. I can't wait, to do a lot more content for you guys. Like I said, dude, I really wanna, go out a little bit more, go to all these different places, dude. I've been seeing Halloween Horror Nights is in my bucket list, man. But like I said, I will be bummed out if I don't end up going, man, because like I said, time has been quite consuming, dude. But yeah, I want to make my way this year for sure. Uh, but Chippy, man, likewise. Hope you're doing good, dude. Hope you're doing good. Uh, yeah, man. Hope all you guys are having taking it cool, man. You know, like me, just chilling, man. Nothing crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Trigger. Even to this day, dude, people really want to see a Trick or Treat sequel. Yeah, man. The Sam character really iconic, and just the whole concept of the movie. It kind of like jumps from like, how do you call it, like an anthology, right? Kind of like from story to story. Pretty cool. Yeah, he loves horror. Same here. My favorite Kubrick film, A Clockwork Orange, dude. Hopefully, I get to see that tomorrow on the big screen. Great film, dude. Great film. You guys know, man, Stanley Kubrick definitely was a genius, dude. You could definitely, you watch his work today. I know Shining is his more, popular work, but even The Shining, dude, is like loaded with a lot of shit. A lot of, it like, it kind of like he threw. I feel like Kubrick threw a lot of stuff in there. To like throw you off, or not throw you off, but to like you see something different each viewing, man. And I think that's what's great about a genius director like Kubrick, man. And yeah, dude, like A Clockwork Orange, dude, like it really like it's a weird movie because I remember at first, like I didn't really get it, but dude, once you like do more like research, you kind of like deep dive in a little bit more. uh it's like a trip, dude, because it really like it touches on topics like Clockwork Orange is like about like like that real like top it has to do with like stuff that really like you could say is based on reality, like the whole, you could say, mind control aspect. Like I said, at first it's like kind of throws you off, it's like what the heck. But once you like you know uh uh research and go like dive deep into it, man, it really like it's a trip, dude. It's like Kubrick was like displaying it, reality on his films, rather than a typical horror movie with like you know uh, 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 cliche stuff, or the typical horror, right? Kubrick, even like his last film, which really wasn't horror, his last film, Eyes Wide Shut, but certain like themes, certain topics like that, dude, really like it's just great, dude. But yeah, dude, Clockwork Orange is a trip. Uh, Same with a lot of his, other films, other projects. To Wolfman. I have not seen the last one. The last one, dude. It's like yeah, it's another remake of the iconic original Universal monster, man. Didn't see the last one, but I really do like the 2010 one. Uh, it's kind of grown on me. It's kind of grown on me. I do like that design as well. Uh, his design in 2010 version. Uh, oh yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, Sam, definitely, definitely, really iconic, dude. It's really iconic. No problem. He loves horror, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you have a good viewing, man. Hope you have a great rest of your night, great rest of your weekend, man. Tomorrow Sunday. Appreciate you tuning in, and same here. I think I'm gonna be tuning out. Been on here for a good hour, man, which pretty solid, pretty solid. Like I said, I really wasn't expecting much, man. I know it's a bit late, but it's always great, dude. Appreciate you tuning in. He loves horror. Hopefully this week, dude. Hopefully this week, uh, you know, around this time, if I get like home from work, uh, and I know it's the week. I know it's Saturday. People, are up a little bit more late than like in the week, but for sure, dude. Definitely more live streams, uh, and stuff like that. More videos tomorrow. I'm gonna film this unboxing. Scream Mask. Stay tuned. Can't wait to open it up, dude. Like I'm really itching to open it up, but I really wanna I wanna film that unboxing, do its own video, dedicate a video to it. So that's what I'm gonna be on, man. Gonna be working on these tiger masks. I got 4 of them in here. Uh, yeah, I know I was only trying to get one, but the price was better. $30 for 4. Hey man, might as well get to work. If you guys are interested, I got 4 of these. Let me know, man. If you guys are like a fan of the movie, uh, I know the tiger was like a lot of people's favorite. For me, it was always the fox mask or the wolf mask, whatever it is. Uh, but hell yeah, man. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Curtis Smith. Appreciate all of you guys too, man. The live stream squad, the live stream gang. He loves horror. Yeah, man. Much love to all you guys. Uh, Curtis Smith. He loves horror. Chippy. Pornstar JR, of course. Jigsaw Rules. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned for more videos. And you guys could always let me know what kind of videos or even like reviews, any movies, any certain titles you guys would like for me to touch on. Because that's one thing too, man. I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna get back to the series reviews, the franchise reviews. My next one will probably be the Psycho series. That's one that I've been trying to touch on for a while, man. The Psycho series really, really interesting. Yeah, man, can't wait to show you guys what I got in store. Stay tuned for more videos. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, man. You guys stay safe out there. It's the Michael Myers signing out.